What's up, X fam? Xraypc here, and we're going to be going over the grand finals for the first launch tournament in-game tournament for Marvel Rivals. It's between Mutants and NTMR. Mutants is Harvey, Afersi, Xraypc or Sir James Parker, if you know him, Vinny, Delana, TTK. With NTMR side having Super Gomez, Amazing, Kurova, Hogs, Gasklin, Armori. This is the same exact NTMR squad that got first place in the beta tournament, and this is the Mutant squad that got top three, I think, in the beta tournament. And they were together also. I think they got second or third in the. I think they got second or third in the alpha. They got third or fourth in the beta, and then obviously now they are playing in this tournament here. They are. I'm just gonna tell you that because you can see it's public information. It's already over. They are the winners of this tournament, so we're gonna see and break down how they ended up becoming the winners over the people who won in the beta tournament. Also, this is the Asgard domination map. Sorry.
When all this is over, I'm gonna drop the dopest album any timeline has ever heard. I like the cool.
There you go. Holy. So this is like a bird's eye view, and we can reverse to see how they actually kind of lost this fight, because the initial fight on this map is probably one of the toughest, because there's not really anywhere you can kind of go, and most teams just portal because it's the easiest to do. So let's go back to how they portal in. So both teams portal to high ground because having high ground is really important in general in like every map. You always know that enemy teams are going to meet at the high ground. If not, they portal like over here. Hogs makes it into their backline, while looks like Amazing is getting free shots as Moon Knight on their backline. And then this is the crazy thing is Moon Knight, people don't understand, like Moon Knight just does a lot of damage. Moon Knight does a lot of raw damage. Oh, that's so cool. Whoa, so wait, is he like CC'd or something? Hold on. What is it again? M. There you go. Alright, is he CC'd? Oh, he is. That's so cool. Alright, so you guys know if you see that weird little twirly thing, they're CC'd. But yeah, see like Amazing, let's see how much damage he's already done. He's done almost 900 damage in the initial first fight. Hogs has even done 100 damage. He already got a final hit. So you got one of the final hits. That's the thing about Moon Knight is Moon Knight won't be getting final hits often. But like he'll have like, maybe if he has a Psylocke, he'll have like 10 final hits. And the Psylocke will have like 25 final hits. You know what I mean? If he has a Venom to help also get kills, he'll have like a bunch of final hits. And then like, I feel like Strange is probably the easiest to get final hits. Like if Strange has 100 charge and the Moon Knight onks someone next to you, I mean, they're dead. Like just the initial onk burst and then you just hit E or like melee E, like that person's dead. I think melee E is like 170 damage. I think because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure a melee is like 40 damage, right? Is it 35 or 40? Okay, and see how they hold here? They have so much poke on their team between Mantis and Adam Warlock. That's usually what they're banking on, is like Adam Warlock is just... Like, Adam Warlock right now has, I think, the most damage on their team. That's usually why you're picking Adam Warlock. You're not really picking him for the heals. His heals are actually annoying and on squishies. They just full burst him. He could full burst himself to full, but they have really long cooldowns. Okay, Amazing gets a pick and started just farming damage instantaneously. Almost has the most damage on his team after dying initially. So they're like usually you like either you hold here, hope that you get a pick as a poke comp. Like they're playing poke comp, right? Poke comp with like 2 divey characters, and then you're poking them down. You get a pick or two, and then rush them down to their spawn, and then you could hold aggro here. If you want on the initial Poe hold, you can kind of hold aggro here, but there's just so many you can go through this way, all the way over here. They could hard to just push you as a team, 6-man, maybe they even have an ult. So it's like there's a lot can go wrong holding up aggressive. That's why most teams just hold over here, and you could see the entire map and see where they're going completely from everywhere, so you never get caught off guard. It just makes sense to hold over here, at least for your initial hold. And then when you have ultimates and like you know you could easily kite back, then you could hold more aggressive. But yeah, you don't hold super aggressive if you don't know what ults they have and you only have like one. They have a Mantis ult and they have like the Res and they have the Moon Knight ult, so they could probably hold aggressive if they really wanted to. They don't, and then they Venom gets in. So it gets chaotic. Right Mason dropped his ulti. Didn't get a crazy kill. The Namor, man, Delana got a lot of fat Namor ults in this last like three big matches, like the winners finals, and the grand finals, because they didn't lose. They beat NTMar, put him into the loser finals. But he was getting huge Namor ults a lot. Like he would just throw a raw Namor ult and get like 2 kills, like a lot. He didn't need any setup. He just needs someone else to just randomly shoot them so he could, like, it's easier to get the kill because it does 200 damage. Okay, so first he also, by the way, for this set, I was gonna say, first he went insano mode on his Wolverine. Like, this guy was carrying this team. Every game, DPS-wise, he was carrying. Like, he was literally running back there as a single man while his team was still on point. He had no heals, and he's just in their backline. He is just in their backline as Wolverine. Look, he's about to kill their Moon Knight. As Wolverine. He's a tank. He's supposed to be a tank killer. He's over here fighting Moon Knight. He has no healer. And then now, obviously, this is how you would normally play him. You want to play by your tanks, and then, like, hey, man, like, if you have a Magneto, bubble me, I'm going in. If you have a Strange, shield me a little bit, I'm going in. You know, you have a, like, Hogs or somebody like Vinny on Venom. Hey, man, slam in when I go in, all right? 3, 2, 1, we're going on the tank, and 3, 2, 1, boom. You slam on him as Venom, he gets a free shift, boom, knocks him into your team, you guys melt him. You know, like, that's like how you play Wolverine. You can't, like... He was confident in this, that he knew like his team was handling the rest of them. He just had to handle Moon Knight, who's not as good at 1v1ing, and he just had to avoid the Onk. And he was able to almost kill and he delayed him too. Like, because the Moon Knight couldn't go in to help with the fight, their team lost because they didn't have the main damage dealer. They purple, which this is why a lot of teams do not understand how good purple is. Even though they end up getting killed here, a lot of people undervalue the cloak ult. Because it's like, oh, it's not a moving ultimate. Like, she's just whatever. She's a whatever character. She doesn't have a moving ultimate. It's like, bro, she literally is just, like, it's like an ultimate that can tank ultimates. Because you could do it on the same spot multiple times. As long as you have another moving ultimate, it makes sense. Or if you have a Loki who can then, like, if they have a Mantis, you could copy the Mantis ult if you really need a moving ult. Which this team did a lot. They always did Loki Cloak or Loki Luna. If they didn't get Luna Cloak. Vinny's doing a good job of running down the Moon Knight. Moon Knight is really bad at handling divers. Like, he just gets ran over by every diver in the entire game. He's the best damage farmer. He's the best at farming his ult fast. But yeah, he's pretty much just the worst at handling a dive character. And if you have 2 dive characters, like, that's just how you counter him. Okay, so it looks like Hogs soloed. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, he has Super Gomez here. This is usually how you want to do it. If you solo dive, you just don't have enough damage on Venom, like, fast enough to, like, get a support kill. Like, you'll be hitting them, and unless you hit every headshot, which is damn near impossible, you'll just, like, the support will just pop their ulti. They're like, oh, I'm about to die finally. Okay, now I'm popping ult. But because Super Gomez is here and he's distracting him, okay, boom. They force support ult, which is good. He's still on the backline. He's still on the supports. While as SJP's team was handling him over here, they just took too long and didn't get the kills over here. Hopefully, they are supposed to get these kills fast enough, which they did not. They still haven't gotten a kill back here. I guess Hogs has left Gomez behind for a while. I guess they're like, just reset, try everything you can to live. They know exactly what location he's in. He didn't grab the health pack either. That would have actually maybe helped him here. Now he's going to die. He's extremely staggered. Hogs can still touch, which is fine. Usually if somebody needs to be able to live to touch. He got figured out. They figured out where he was, which is not a good thing. Hogs has been playing a lot with a easy swing off. That's what I want to start doing. There's some moments I'm starting to notice now. Most of the time I never really needed easy swing off. But there's some moments where, like, I get screwed that, like, I could just use easy swing off and then just zip the point instantly instead of having to find a weird angle to get the point. Now I'm starting to notice, and honestly, it just took me a while to like finally find those spots. That just annoyed me too much. Okay, now they have purple all over site. So instead of doing it 220 healing over and over on the same spot, they wanted to do 220 healing all the way across. So you have more lines to fight. And remember, there's always a gap in between because of this how her ult works. That's why you could kill her in after every line of her ult if she doesn't do it on the same spot over and over. Okay, let me just zoom over to the start of this next round. They opted to go with the exact same comp. They portal in, both teams. No, it's one team, I think. So Vinny's team has the portal insta, so that means they have the initial like hold on middle, which is like, you never really want this where it's like your team's now being held in this room and their team has port here. I don't think like I am in the favor of like always portaling right at the start, because like, especially if you knew you lost the first point, if you don't portal, you're just gonna this is gonna happen to you. You're gonna get stuck in this room. They're gonna spam you with ults, and you have a high chance to lose the initial fight. It's just what happens. You just get ult spammed to death. It's kind of fine on the first point, kind of fine, but I am also just not in the favor of just not portal. If you're Strange, I mean, portaling for the retake is also fine. But portaling for that first hold to get the first initial pressure, to me, is just always better. So we have Hogs over here. He was just trying to be a menace for some reason, but his team was not being able to follow up. Because he saw that they had one less tank and he heard that the Venom was diving his team, he tried to go in for a big fat ult. Obviously, that was just a terrible ult. He didn't see how far everybody was. If he just saved that ult for when they actually pushed in, which is what I more prefer, then he would have gone a fatter ult. Now he dies for it. Wasted a huge, one of the biggest ults in the game. He dies for it. They have Autumn Warlock Soulbond, so they can push through for free. As soon as they call Soulbond, they just immediately retreated. SJB pops his Luna ult on point, so they can play point. He goes for ult, it stuns the Venom, which is big. He stunned the Venom out of the Luna ult as well. He was just too high, too far from her. That was a fine Psylocke ult, but they already won the fight. I don't know if this ult, I can't remember if they lose this map or not, because this, I don't know if that ult bites him in the butt for this. I think they win this one, obviously, because they won the first one, so they win this one. But man, I usually would bite you in the butt just wasting your ult like that. Her ult's really good for forcing healer ults or insta-killing their healers in the back line, so I don't know why you would use it for the last two people when all your team's alive. But she could totally force purple here. I guess they used purple anyways. That was a bad purple. The fight is so spread out. I'd rather have purple for sight, or if you're stuck in that room, to be the initial one to push out with a shield, and then purple, so that you can walk out. But their team like just rushed out, held W all the way into their freaking door and died. That's weird. I can see why they lost this map. I don't know. They just kept pushing out and being too aggro. This is how my team sometimes holds it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like holding in this room kind of just seemed like you'd think it's good, but you would have to have somebody constantly watching the stairs, and then you would have to rotate really fast. Like the whole team sees you here. I would just hard push this really fast and just push down here. And this could be worse now with Storm being buffed. Who knows what the buffs are, but with Storm being buffed, it's like she's already good to me. I think she's already good. People are mad like, oh, she can't get like 30 final hits a game, man. Like, what the heck? And it's like, I don't think she's meant to. She gives everybody else a damage buff as well. I think everybody else is supposed to be the ones killing everything. She gives everybody else a movement speed buff. So like literally a popper movement speed buff. You guys sprint down here with like 24% movement speed and just sprint into this room or something. Or I think it's like 12% for everyone and 24% for you. And you're just like making everyone zoom in this room. I don't know I wonder what buff's gonna be. I know they gave her damage fall off, which just really hurt her character, and then her movement speeds is like not as fast. Like I don't know why every single character in the game got a movement speed buff, whether it was their passive or their ability, like the bubbles on Jeff. And then she didn't get a move speed buff, which is like the whole point of her character is to make her team fast. That's a good dude. Moon Knight on this one is really good because they have to push through. So now their tanks are already pushed through. He's gonna get hit by this ult twice. He had to fucking, you know, force up, dead. The supports got stuck in this room while this guy's stuck over here. That was, as soon as you hear Moon Knight ult as their team, your Venom, everybody should just be pushing these two who are singled off by this ult instantaneously. Screw these people. Just run over here. This guy just shields for everyone else who's pushing these guys, and then you just like left click melee, hope you farm your thing up. Even if you have like 80 charges, pop it insta, and just try to do as much damage to these two as possible. I don't even know if they knew they were there. Did they even not, did they not know they were there? It's so weird. Namor ult through, that's, I mean, gave him space. Sometimes that's really all you need it for, is just to give you space. I think they could have just used the Luna ult to push through. They used Namor ult on point though. They had Luna ult. They had a lot of time as well. Delena died before the purple. You have a Luna ult? I don't know why he was over there. Why did he run backwards? You had a Luna who was yelling go to point. And he's over here still poking. And then 3 people up here while their Luna is on point ulting. What is happening right here? Then TTK drops. Delena's there by himself. What? That was weird. Yeah, I can see why they lose this map. Now it's just a stagger fest and they win. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. So this doesn't take too long. Okay, so alright, let's see what happens here. I think they want a portal strat right at the start. It looked like they portaled in their face. Oh, no, okay. Oh, so troll! He did a bad portal! So troll! He did a horrible portal! Oh no, he didn't do it high enough! He didn't do it high enough! Oh, that's troll. Actually, no, I think they actually lose his first map then.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. They captured the mission area!
Let's go here, go up. So the fight's probably gonna happen in this room. This is kind of hard area to watch. Oh my goodness. So NTMR does a really good job of kind of like singling him out. At first he was trying to make a play over here. All they need to do is just regroup, heal up. Ooh. Man, this is a horrible map perspective. Okay. Did they double healer ult? Whoa. Why did they double healer ult? Wait, I mean only one person is truly low. Why did they double healer ult? They might lose his map just because of that. Yeah, look how short this round was compared to every other round. They should lose his map because they never even had control. Wow, okay, they lost the first map. I thought they won the first map. I think that was in their other set they won the first map. They did that winner's final set, and I think that was for when they first won the first map. Yeah, they just get cleaned up here. They wasted 2 healer ults at the same time, which is the worst thing you could do. When you have double healer ult, the whole point of it is that you want to use one after the other to elongate the fight. And they just use both there, so now all they have to touch is one raw, like a raw as hell strange ult, which is like the hardest thing to pull off now that you don't have a healer ult. Like they just know that it's going to be coming. The Groot here, I know he's really good at Groot, but I don't really see like the Groot value here on this domination map specifically. Other than maybe that, like that's the first time I've seen him like wall someone off. Like I know this guy's insane at Groot. All he does is love playing Groot, but like I think he would have been better off as just playing Venom. the whole set. SGB gets killed. They're fighting on point. He dies. And now it's just a stagger fest. Gets ulted. That's his big ult they finally did. And then boom, it's over. He could have ulted earlier, I think. Alright, well, that was the first game of the set. That was what happens when you waste your healer ults. This is the scoreboard at the end of the game. If you guys like this type of content, I'm going to be doing more of it. I'm going to be doing the entire finals. And then if you guys want to see more, I might try to do the winners finals, because that was the other one I like watching. I didn't really like watching the loser finals. It was literally just a stomp, right? NTMR just stomped Gale's team. I don't really know. I mean, I guess we could learn something from that one. I don't know. It just seemed one-sided. But, yeah, so, yeah, we're going to do more of these. This is part 1. Part 2 will be game 2, and from so on and so on. If it's short enough, then I'll probably try to fit 2 in the same video. If I look and they're like 7 minutes and 8 minutes, then I'll try to fit 2 in one video. If they're like long, like 13 minutes long, 14 minutes long, whatever, this one was 16 minutes long, yeah, that's one video, bro. Sorry. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more. I'm gonna be putting other videos up here, either my penny guide or one of the future games, and then up here. Then yeah, peace.